Now, let me let me drop the open. Drop the open on these people.
To the Hank Strange situation. Lifestyles.
Yes, subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell so you could be notified. That's right, we're live. Come on, let's do jazz hands. Let's see the jazz hands. Get them going there. We are live. I hope you got your big girl free-for-all Monday panties on. Yes, I am Hank Strange. This is episode 391 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. Hashtag free-for-all Monday. And the subject, will Trump target suppressors next? Yes, I think it's a good question. Everyone out there needs to consider that, since obviously we had this terrible news over the what was that, Friday or over the weekend?
Friday,
yeah, in Virginia Beach.
What are you talking about? The media's not covering it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a shooting in Virginia Beach.
Yeah, didn't you hear about it? A gun shot a bunch of people.
Yeah. I know.
With the suppressor.
Babeface is being sarcastic, in case you can't tell. You can't tell right now. So yes, joining us for this Free-for-All Monday, you're going to see Richard here in the center from BWE Firearms. Is it Firearms and Tactical, or what is it?
No, it's firearms. Sometimes it's firearms and parts.
Firearms and parts. Okay. And also Babeface P is here. If there's anything going on, let me know. I think that there's something up. I'm using a new camera and some other stuff going on over here. So I don't know if there's any like lag or anything like that on my end. You guys can let me know. We're trying to deal with it. I think I'm going to have to upgrade this computer here, but you know, I tried over the weekend, but it didn't work out to upgrade it. So we'll have to keep working on that. Gentlemen, before we get into stuff, how was you guys' weekend? Babyface, let's start with you, because I have a feeling you've got some things you probably want to share with the rest of us.
It was a good weekend. To be perfectly honest, it was a pretty good weekend.
Okay, nice. What did you get up to?
We were down in Tampa for the weekend. Got to go see Dad's car.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which is pretty badass. 800 horsepower is no joke.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I can imagine. Not that I've, sat on 800 horsepower, but one of these days. Your dad's gonna lend me that car, right?
Oh, good luck. He wouldn't even let me drive it yet. I was like, yeah, can I drive it? He's like, no, not yet.
Okay, this is for YouTube's. You got to tell him it's for YouTube's.
That's right. Yeah, we got to do a video on it, so he's gonna have to let me eventually.
Yeah. So I know some people are saying there's a delay. We're going to have to deal with it right now. Let's see. Lots of people complaining, saying there is delay.
Switch back to your other camera.
I don't think
the one you're using.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to make any difference. Here, boom. I could switch, but I don't. I'll switch right now, and you guys can let me know if that makes any kind of difference. I don't really think that it will, but let us know. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it's... I'm using like an old school Mac Mini, and
what'd you change? Because it's been working fine.
I don't know what's going on. The software, I did the latest version of the software today. So
never do it.
This is a Mac Mini.
Never upgrade software.
No, I updated it last week, so I thought then I came in and I saw that there was an update, and I was like, oh, maybe this update will fix whatever happened from the last update. I don't know. So we'll see. Let's see. This is plus. I think it's because I'm using a Mac Mini.
Everybody says huge difference.
Yeah. Big, huge difference. Am I on time now, or we'll see.
You're a little stuttery, but it looks like you're synced up correctly. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
But it'll just let it improve itself.
I got to angle. Yeah. Let's give it a. Let's see. I'll angle this up a little bit. I think it's also because I'm using this Mac. It's a Mac Mini from late 2012.
No, it's fine. You're looking fine.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going on.
I don't know if he's looking fine.
I'm always looking fine, Richard. I'm always looking fine.
That's not what Lola says.
Oh, okay, well. Lola's never going to say that. Yeah, she's never going to admit that I am, one awesome piece of man meat.
She's never going to admit the mistake she made.
That's right.
Oh no, that part she admits a lot. She admits that part a lot. Yeah. So okay, we'll see how that. It doesn't look like it improved on my end, but if you guys says that it's doing better, Christian Gress says looks laggy on my end, so there's still some there's still some stuff going on there. Richard, how about you? What was your weekend like, man?
Pretty much sucked.
Oh really?
Okay. Typical weekend around here.
Working?
What happened? I guess Friday night, our daughter came home from work and said, "Oh, I'm moving out."
Oh, that's
wow.
Isn't that good? That's not a good thing?
Well, yes and no.
Depends on the context.
It's our first one moving out.
Oh, how old is she?
24.
Okay. That's not bad. She's grown up.
Yeah. The wife was kind of taken aback by it because we've been saying, she's got a job, and it's like, are you moving out anytime soon? And we thought she would kind of, oh, well, I'm looking for an apartment or, start to get stuff together. Oh, hell no. I'm moving out. Oh.
Now, can I ask you the question on everyone's mind? Is this associated to a dude in some respects?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay, then you're good.
Yeah,
you don't have to go get the shotguns and stuff.
He's got machine guns, Hank. You don't need to worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want the shotguns.
No. And then because of all that, we figured, well, we're going to have to take her out, get her pots and pans and all the stuff you need. So. Oh
wow, you guys are nice.
Yeah, I skipped the subgun match on Sunday.
Oh wait, your parents bought you dishes also, baby? Is this a thing? I didn't know this.
This is a thing.
Oh, my parents never brought me any dishes or spoons or anything, man. They were just like. My mother was like, "Wait, are you still gonna help pay the rent?" And I was like, "Hell no."
Is your daughter mechanically inclined at all?
No.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say the biggest thing my mom got me when I moved out was a toolbox for fixing things around the house. It was amazing. But if she's not mechanically inclined, then don't do it.
Yeah.
She knows how to pick up the phone and call daddy.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Richard Hughes says, "Get her a gift card for Taco Bell."
Yeah,
that's always a good one.
Yeah. So
Panera. That's what it is.
Yeah.
No, Panera's gonna run out fast. Taco Bell's gonna run out fast, but not in the way that you think. In the other way.
Yeah, not a good way.
Yeah. So okay, but I think it's a good thing that she's moving out. You got 2 more to get rid of now, right?
One more.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's nice of the trash people to finally come.
Oh, okay.
Idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. You're still lamenting. I know.
Yeah. So with that, I figured, well, we're gonna have to, get stuff and do stuff, and basically, my wife said yes. Sunday we're gonna have to do all that. So I didn't go to the subgun match, and then my daughter didn't want to do any of it. It's like, you're moving out in 2 weeks, and you work Monday through Friday.
Yeah, you got to start.
You ain't got much time to get shit.
Yeah. That's what I always tell Marley. She likes to come home on the weekends and try to do nothing, and I'm just like, there are no off days any longer. Yeah. We own a house, and we have cars, we have motorcycles. There are always things to do.
Work every day.
Yep.
Every day.
Yeah, so I ended up working in the shop on Sunday.
Yeah. This is what you get for getting her dishes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know this was a thing in America when you move out. You gotta buy dishes and stuff like that.
It's getting all set up so they don't die.
Oh, okay. I'm going to tell my kids, whatever's in your room, you can have.
Yeah.
Whatever's not in your room stays here in this house.
He kind of said, whatever's in your room except the most important stuff in your life, move it out or it gets thrown out.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be nice. So somewhere back here, let me scroll back. Tyven says, what was it Tyven said? Oh, here it goes. 24 hours after all the kids move out, it's so nice to go commando for the first time in 24 years.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Wow, we'll be able to walk around naked.
Yeah, but this is the time. But here's the problem. You've now gotten so old, you need support.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like walking around commando when you were 24 years old was sexy. Walking around commando when you're 54 years old, not so much.
Yeah. Old wrinkly balls.
Yeah, who wants to see that? You don't even want to see that.
Yeah.
You don't want to see your own wrinkliness.
Oh, God. Let me put some clothes on.
Yeah, you don't want to be reminded. You want to forget. Yeah. Yeah, so okay, well, I know. So that's a tough thing. That's a tough thing. You know, I can't wait for mine to actually officially move out. One lives actually I think he's living off campus now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, but he's still living in my house. His room is still taken up. I can't actually make that room into like my sauna room or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
You put a tanning bed in there.
Yeah, you know, put one of those stripper poles. Put a stripper pole in there. That'll be good exercise. That'll be good exercise for me, I think.
If you really want them to move out, just hang a sex swing right in the middle of their bedroom.
I think they'll be gone pretty quick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we might want to switch away from this before it gets bad. So Walter obviously is not here for everyone tuning in, and I think I'm still lagging behind, which is terrible. Let me see. I'm going to try to switch cameras. I don't think it makes a difference. I'm going to switch back to the other camera and then switch back to this camera. No, it doesn't really make any kind of difference from what I see here, which is just really horrible, man.
Everybody's saying it's working fine, I thought.
Really? No, maybe that one is
You're just
slower.
stuttery. Nah, you're not lagging. Nah, you're just stuttery. It's like
okay.
You're like dropping frames, but beyond that, it's not behind.
Yeah, I think this there's a couple of things going on here, you know, in so far as the system and I don't think it's the internet. You guys look perfectly fine. It's the same thing that was happening.
It's not the internet.
Mac.
It's your computer. Yeah. When's the last time you restarted it? Did you turn it off every night when you leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
I shut it down and restarted and all that. So I think I really need to replace this computer. I got to put some money towards replacing the computer here. I tried to do that over the weekend. But you know, it was a little embarrassing. I went to Best Buy. All the people in Best Buy not only knew me, which was embarrassing enough, Babeface, they also knew you.
They did. They do now.
Yeah. So I was like, what?
Oh, God, I had a guy when I bought the camera. I had a guy, the guy that sold me the camera was like, he was like, so, which is trying to shoot the shit, and I was like, yeah, I'm into guns. I do YouTube videos with another friend of mine, and we do gun stuff. And he's like, do you know Hank Strange? And I was like, oh shit.
Oh man. Yeah. Not good.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, not good. Because when I rolled up in there, they were like, the guy that was talking to me didn't know me, but then the other guys all knew me. Mm-hmm. And they were like, yeah, your boy was in here. Just bought a camera. Yep. I was like, oh man, this is not what I want.
I also offered, because I know that one of the guy that actually sold me the camera said that one of the guys there is an avid watcher. So if he's out there watching right now,
oh yeah,
shout out. I offered all of them concealed carry lessons.
Oh yes, they did tell me.
They have a whole
this.
group. Yeah, they have a whole group that want to take it.
Yeah, shout out to those guys. Yeah.
Maybe if I give free concealed carry lessons, I could get in good with the Best Buy guys.
Yeah, that's always a good thing. I tried to buy a Mac. What did I try to get? iMac. It was only like Apple stuff is expensive now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like $2,000.
Yeah, that's super expensive.
I know. So I tried to get Best Buy credit. They wouldn't give it to me. So, you know, after I looked like this big YouTube baller.
Yeah.
I'm like, no credit for you. No soup for you. No soup for you. So now I got to like save up my shekels, as Walter says, and try
like
to pay
a normal person, like the rest of us.
Yeah, but you know what's horrible about that? Apple had a, what is it, Babeface, WDCC or whatever their thing is.
Oh, what would I always want to say, what would Jesus do? What would Apple do?
No, they whatever. What's their convention? Didn't they have their convention today?
WWJ. No shit. That's what would Jesus. It's WWDC.
Yeah.
WWDC.
Yeah. So they had that today, and they announced like new computers. So new Mac Pro. Okay. The new Mac Pro starts at like $7,000.
Yeah, it's stupid.
They have a new display, like a monitor. This is what the olden days they called a monitor. The new display is $7,000.
That's stupid.
Yeah, so like $14,000 if you try to buy a desktop computer from Apple. Car money.
Man, somebody's smoking crack.
Yeah,
it's
seriously.
insane. It's insane. Yeah. It's insane.
Did they announce any new hardware in the laptop vein? No, it looks like no new laptop hardware. Looks like a Mac Pro.
Yeah.
A screen, new OS X, Mac OS.
Yeah, they're killing iTunes. iTunes is dying.
Yeah, I guess. Watch OS, a new Watch OS, a new iPad OS.
Yeah.
A new phone OS.
They're going to split iTunes into three things. They're going to have a separate thing for podcasts. So shout out to all the people who listen to this on podcasts. I think we've had over 75,000 downloads so far, which is nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and we're on iTunes. So they're going to have a separate thing for podcasts, and then they've got like Apple TV, and then some other things. Apple Music.
You're running a nice MacBook Pro. Why don't you use that to stream from?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I don't have that hooked up to everything here because I take that with me when I'm leaving and all that.
You should have like we're getting way off the gun topic, but you should have like a workstation where you sit your laptop down, everything plugs into it, and boom, you're ready to go. Like that's what I do with my work computer.
Based on the extra getterness over here, Babeface, I am very reluctant to leave things in this place.
Yeah, don't leave it. Just unplug it when you go home and take it with you. Don't leave it there.
Yeah, I can't take everything when I go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So anyway, that's the thing. Yeah, I know we're getting off track here with that, but I'm gonna try to figure this out. If I have to, I'll have to use the laptop and see if that will help here. But I don't usually have it like hooked up in. There's a little corner that I'm in right now, and that's kind of like where I broadcast from, and I have everything here. So we'll figure it out. We'll make it happen. But that show, the live broadcast that we did with Mac, I think went over pretty well. Other than the fact that my video was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that went over pretty well, and we're working on doing that at least once a week or so, maybe once every 2 weeks or something like that. We'll have Mac, come on and we'll do some stuff. So we'll see.
That'll be nice.
Yeah. Tyvin Show says, Hank, you need 2 Mac Pros. Yes, Tyvin. Just send us your credit card number, please.
$10,000 to buy them.
Yeah.
Get rid of the Macs and get a real computer.
I have one. Behind me that Hank can use. It's old, but it probably would work fine.
Yeah. Len Holt says, Hank, for a small nominal fee, I'll be glad to set you up with a great computing environment. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know. And Jumpy, huh?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, exactly. I think, do I want to know what that means? Jumpy Killer QX says, Hank, you got any info about the new 10mm autos that are going to come out on the market in the next 2 to 3 years?
No.
Yes, that would be
short
no.
answer.
That would be a no.
I haven't heard anything about new 10 mils.
No. Who are those coming from?
No.
Yeah, we'll see who those are coming from. So anyway, this is FreeForAll Monday. We'll talk about stuff. If you guys have questions or comments, there's a whole bunch of different things to talk about. The main thing I did want to talk about was, okay, so this thing happened in Virginia, and that has to do with why we're talking about Trump and suppressors. I don't know if we want to go over the Virginia thing so much. Obviously, that's still all breaking. They don't really know why this guy did what he did. I think at this point we know that he was an employee in the same building. It was like a government building in Virginia Beach. And he put in his letter of resignation like a couple of hours before he did this. He brushed his teeth, and then he, proceeded to do some horrible things that no one should do to other human beings. And in this case, these people obviously had, they didn't do anything to him. He's just a broken person and decided to go after other people. Unfortunately, it looks like no one there was actually able to defend themselves, and they had to wait for police to show up and save them. Ultimately, this guy died. Best thing for all of us. Too bad that he didn't just drive off a bridge or something.
You got the story wrong. It was a gun-free zone, and he couldn't take a gun in there. Right? That's
that doesn't sound.
It's the story. It's a government building. It's gun-free. So no. This doesn't make sense.
It will never happen. Yeah. Also, I mean, this guy purchased all these things the legal way, which people don't understand out there as a process. Okay, you still, if he didn't have any prior record or anything like that, I think he was in the National Guard. From what I saw,
ex-military.
Yeah, so he had some kind of training, but it didn't look like he had. From what I read, that he had a ton of training.
Yeah.
But he
purchased knew how to handle his weapon.
Yeah, he purchased these guns legally. The suppressor we don't know about. I know Richard was asking like what kind of suppressor, what kind of guns.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They don't want to talk about it. My guess is it's not a legal suppressor. Maybe it's a foreign gun. He probably did like a flashlight suppressor that's illegal and decided to go use it. Like, there was a guy. This was a story that I've heard from a couple years ago of a guy that was using a baked potato, not a baked potato, a raw baking potato as a suppressor because it works. So you put your gun to it and shoot through it, and it quiets your shot down. And the cops were off at Publix looking for the guy buying the largest potatoes possible.
Oh my god!
But really though, you can. I don't. I've heard it's true. I don't know how true it is, but honestly, you can make a can out of anything. Like, you could put a plastic bottle full of I shouldn't be telling people this, but it's like common knowledge. You fill your plastic bottle with some sort of ablative material. It cools it off. That's
just like guns are very
simple.
just like the genie is out of the bottle on guns, and they're very simple things. Suppressors are even more simple. Basically,
it's
the same
technology on a car.
Yeah, same technology.
Same thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing crazy.
Hey, the best suppressor in the world, and the one I use when I got a test fire in the backyard, is a balled up old T-shirt. Stick the muzzle in it. It's the best suppressor in the world.
There was a video probably a year or two ago from Jerry Mitchellek testing the old Hollywood myth of putting a suppressor to a pillow. Yep. And he was like, holy shit, this actually kind of works. Like, I'm surprised how well this works.
Yeah, it depends on the pillow.
Yeah.
So sponsor My Pillow. Everybody go buy a My Pillow. They work as a great suppressor hose.
Yeah. All of this stuff is coming out. Here's the thing I would like to tell people. I keep saying this whole thing about si vis pacem parabellum. If you seek peace, if you want peace, you have to prepare for war. I think that there's nothing that we can do in society. There's lots of broken people. I think there's always been broken people. Maybe it seems like there's more and more people like that nowadays. This is what we talk about every single time, right? Like,
that's
is this
just
getting worse?
You hear about it now.
Yeah. But, in society, there's always been broken people. The only way to stop that is to be able to combat those people in that moment that things go wrong. Obviously, there were people here that were trying to save other people. There were people that were heroes. But most of these people had to run and hide from this guy. I think there was a story of one guy that helped a bunch of his coworkers get into a room, told them to barricade themselves in, and then he went to help other people, and the guy came across him and killed him. It's just too bad that there's no one there to fight back in these moments. And there was a police station right next door, but it still took some minutes for the cops to get over there. I think that was mostly based on the fact that they didn't have the ID to get into the building right next door to them.
I don't know. I look at it. What I read is it took them. He was shooting for 19 minutes.
Oh my God! It took him that long.
Unacceptable.
That is totally unacceptable.
Especially when the police department is next door.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. No. I'm sorry. It's the silencer's fault. Or like the guy on Reddit the other day, that's the NRA's fault.
Yeah.
So I asked. I asked when I was reading through the comments on the thing, and of course, Reddit's anti-gun. But somebody's like, "Oh, it's the NRA's fault for letting this happen." I was like, "For arming black men, should we stop arming black men? Is that how you feel? The NRA should not allow black men to be armed?" And, you're such a racist. He's like, "No, you're the one that doesn't want the NRA helping people." No.
Yeah, it's too bad that these other people were not able to defend themselves. I mean, this is Virginia, so I don't know what the rules are in this place. We're saying it was a gun-free zone, right? So people couldn't come to work armed.
They are not allowed to go armed.
Yep.
Well, so that's
it has yet to stop
thing right there.
I've never worked at a place, which this may be different, but I've never worked at a place that had metal detectors. So gun-free has never really stopped me from because concealed is concealed. As long as it's not a felony, I'm not going to tell you to break the law, but concealed is concealed.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's too bad they have this, right? You do not know. You cannot tell or predict when someone or who in society is going to do this. In this case, this was an educated black guy, so that doesn't fit the stereotype if you want to say this is some crazy redneck dudes or whatever it is people want to get into. We've had everyone doing this kind of craziness in America. Men, women, people who are transgender, all different sexes, all that kind of stuff. You need people who, when someone else gets broken and decides that for whatever it is going wrong in their life, they're going to take it out on other people, folks out there need to be able to fight back in that moment.
Yeah.
That's the thing we need.
The news media wants it to be me and only me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy-ass white guy, old white guy who's a gun nut.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But that's obviously not how it is. We just have people that are... They're, for lots of different reasons, going to be broken, and I think we just need this ability to fight back.
I forgot. With an AR-15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Notice
that's
they
one of
haven't
the things
talked
here.
about that because I guess there wasn't an AR-15. Otherwise, it would have been plastered everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I think also. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Hank. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I want to see a picture of the guns. I don't give a shit about seeing a picture of him.
Yeah.
Show a picture of the guns. I want, on all these shootings, I want a picture of the guns. Take a picture of what it is, because from the picture, I can tell exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have to listen to their horse shit, because none of them know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, I think.
They
ultimately
haven't released anything on what he used.
Yeah.
Other than quote 45 handgun. That's all they've said.
Yeah.
They haven't told us anything else. It has high capacity magazines, 45 handgun. That's all they've talked about. And then I read something that said, "Oh, he also had a rifle there." What does that mean? That could mean anything. It could mean a bolt gun. It could mean a 10/22. Like, what did he have?
Well, I heard he had 2 handguns with him, 2 45 caliber handguns with him, and at his house they found a rifle and another handgun.
So at his house he had it. So by default, that's evil.
Yep.
Yeah, look, it's highly likely that something snapped inside of this guy.
Yeah, he was
went
fired the day before, wasn't he?
No, he quit.
No, he quit.
Oh, he quit the day before.
He quit this day. He quit this day.
Oh yeah, then something snapped.
Yeah,
That's
he quit this day.
Yep.
They said that he went to work. Now, perhaps he had some kind of altercation. I know I read some stuff about that. I don't see it. I was trying to look around to see where that was. Obviously, like I said, we don't know everything that went on, but there was something I saw in the news about him having an altercation, a violent altercation the day before. And then maybe he was thinking that he was going to be reprimanded, but he went in. He resigned, he brushed his teeth, he was talking to people, he was smiling and all that kind of stuff, and then he just decided to do this. So that's obviously someone that's insane. Someone that's broken, that goes in there and does all, like, you go into work and then you decide to do this to people, right? So this is the kind of stuff we're facing. I think ultimately, like you're talking about the guns, I don't think that they really care what kind of guns it is, because they want to ban everything.
Yeah, they want it all gone, 100%.
Yeah. So
they can't rule us if we have guns to hold them off.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So let's see here. Let me. Now that takes me over to what I was going to talk about. I'm going to throw this up. So here's what we have in The Truth About Guns. Are suppressors next? Trump. I don't like them at all. So basically this story Goes on to say someone was asking Trump about this. Obviously, he's over in England right now, hanging out with the Queen and other such royalty people that I don't believe in. And basically, someone asked him about the shooting and the fact the guy used a suppressor, and he responded that he doesn't like him at all. So what are we potentially looking at here with Trump? You know, he did something with an executive order to make the ATF go in there and ban basically pieces of plastic unattached to guns and make those pieces of plastic into machine guns, you know, and then say those things are illegal. What do you think? What do you guys think is going to happen here?
I think we're in a world of hurt. I think he's going to screw us to the wall.
Nothing. I don't think anything's going to happen. I'm in the total opposite. I think he's talking out of his ass because he's currently in the UK, not paying attention.
Okay, the funny thing is, in the UK, you cannot own a gun practically.
But silencers are like
walk
easy.
into any store and buy a suppressor like you would buy a pack of gum.
Yep. Because it's a hearing, it's a safety device.
Right.
Yeah. Which is what it is. It's a hearing safety device. Considered
good form in Britain to use a suppressor so you don't bother your neighbors.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah. Richard Monder, I see him saying that there's plenty of suppressors in the UK. He's our man on the ground in the UK. Richard Monder.
It's from what I understand, and Richard Monder can correct me if I'm wrong, but you go into any sporting goods store where you would pick up ammo or things like that, and they're just on the shelf. Silencers, suppressors, just on the shelf for whatever caliber you need, and there's no transferring of them. They just you just take it home. Yeah,
I had a customer from England. He had immigrated from England, and he said, "Oh yeah, you know, it's like buying a sling here. You just walk in, pick it up off the shelf.
Yeah, and you just take it with you.
Here's my money."
And everybody looks like hunters and whatnot, I believe, kind of frown upon not using a can out in the wilderness because it disturbs the wildlife. That's what I've been told.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at Trump over there at the palace in England or whatever, getting the he was getting whatever you call that salute from the cannons and all that kind of stuff. I didn't see suppressors on those cannons' asses.
Yeah.
Or their muzzles, for that matter. No suppressors on the asses or the muzzles. You know? So, I mean, his statement that he doesn't like them, what the hell does that mean?
He doesn't, again, it's because he has no idea what he's talking about and isn't paying attention at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, right now that's very...
He does not have a clue.
Yeah, right now it's a very limited thing, but I think it's something that we should think about because we're living in a world where you could stretch the stuff that's happened over to anything. You know, what happened with bump stocks, I think that, especially if that's allowed to stand by the Supreme Court, you could stretch that over to anything. So, Mr. FNH says, "My body, my cans." Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping Trump's son talks some sense into him.
He's
a supposedly he's a big fan of suppressors.
Mm-hmm. That's why I have a feeling there's somebody on the inside that's gonna be like, no, they're not a problem. Don't worry about it. Mm-hmm. I think it's gonna be like the same thing when Dianne Feinstein was so happy because he talked about, oh, we can look into some gun control things, and she got all giddy. And then he just ignored her moving forward. I think that's what's going to happen.
Well, I think the likelihood, I think I agree with you, Patrick, on this, that the likelihood that he's going to do this going into an election, that he clearly wants to win. He wants to get that second term. I think if he doesn't get that second term, it's not going to be the end of the world for him. He's going to get the presidential library. He would have, what is he? Which president? Like, how many people have come from New York to become president in the history of the nation?
God, I don't even know.
Yeah, he's. I don't think he's the first. I think it's unlikely he's the first. He might be the second or something like that. But he's gotten that piece of history. But I think he's the seventh.
Seven of the nation's 45 presidents to date called New York their home.
No more New Yorkers. I hate to say this. All the New Yorkers are going to hate me for this. No more friggin' New Yorkers as president, okay? We really cannot rely on your asses. But yeah, I think he does want a second term. So I think that he's going to not necessarily try to do this right now. But who knows, man? We're kind of living in an upside down world, I think. So
it's called a cloud world for a reason.
Yeah, and the GOA put something out there, which I think I'll try to pull up here. I know that the person that Trump is floating right now to take over the ATF is a very what the GOA considers anti-gun.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Let me see if I could find that. I had that story here somewhere.
Yeah, that guy supported Sotomayor.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
He was someone that
he's-
he was the head of the Fraternal Order of Police.
Yeah.
Trump picks
So-
anti-gunner to lead ATF. Blum, blum, blum. You may have already seen the news, but President Trump has nominated an anti-gunner to lead the ATF. His name is Chuck Canterbury, and he is the president of the Anti-Gun Federal Ordinance of Police. Sadly, Canterbury has a long track record that should concern gun owners. He testified before Congress to support anti-gunners like Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor and Attorney General Eric Holder. What is he thinking?
Yeah. By the way, it's the Fraternal Order of Police, not ordinance, but I know.
Did I say
know,
ordinance?
Yeah, I know what's on your mind.
Oh, I heard,
Yeah, we'll forgive you for
I
that
didn't
one.
realize I said ordinance.
No, we'll forgive you for that. Yeah.
Under his watch, the FOP backed congressional measures to expand the unconstitutional and failing NIC system, which is the same system where 95% of the initial denials are false positives. And on the state level, the FOP, under which has supported universal background checks and opposed constitutional carry. So he sounds like a total piece of shit.
Yeah. I hate
For the
to,
most part.
yeah, I hate to go after a guy based on his name, but I just don't like his name, Chuck Canterbury. Okay. I don't like his name whatsoever, so just
I
based
just
on that
stuck a
alone.
link for anybody that's watching. I just stuck a link in chat to the Gun Owners of America page, where you can basically fill out your information to contact your senators. So you should do that.
Yeah.
Really, though.
Is
do
there
that.
any way so if Trump nominates this guy, is there any way to stop him?
Your senators, I believe, have to say no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a disaster right there in the making.
Yeah.
I don't think that whole ATF appointment's going to go well. After all of this time of not replacing anyone in the ATF, he goes in this direction. How about making Colin Noir head of the ATF?
I'm going to put it in here one more
with
time.
that.
He is a lawyer. He could totally do it.
Yeah. I don't know if there's an age
Putting this in one more
requirement.
time. Literally, it's 2 clicks. You put in your name, you fill out your name, your address, and your email address. You hit search. It'll give you your state representatives, and you just hit send, and it autofills everything for you. It sends a nice letter to them telling them that you oppose it. So do it. It's 2 quick clicks, and you've at least done something to oppose this guy getting elected. You're getting accepted as the new head.
Yeah. Just did it.
Good.
Mr. FNH says he can suck my Second Amendment.
Yeah, but he's gonna if he gets in there, he's gonna suck it right out from where.
Yeah.
Yeah. James Miller says probably the Senate would have to reject him, but that's not going to happen. Agree with that.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No.
What is he thinking? Jesus.
He's a New Yorker.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything good going on there. By the way, everyone, smash the thumbs ups, okay? We appreciate that. I know that right now I'm coming with the horrible choppy video. You can thumbs down me if you want. It's fine. I deserve it. I should be flogged.
The Fraternal Order of the Police is
I
a
haven't been
pretty shit
involved.
organization, right? From everything
Yeah.
I've heard, they're a pretty terrible organization.
Yeah, they don't want citizens to have guns because they think they're not citizens. But cops are citizens. They might not know this.
Cops need to follow the same laws we do.
Yeah,
That's what I say.
No,
Cops want
of
to
course
do
they
whatever they want to do, and they don't have to follow the law because they're cops.
Yep.
Yeah,
I run into that all the time.
There's no
I want
law
you to
that
make me a machine gun. No.
Can't do that.
yeah. There's
I'm a
no
cop. I can do whatever.
no. There's no law that should. There's no person in America that should be exempted from something that a citizen is not exempted from. It should be one law for everybody. And that includes all these politicians out there. All their health care and all that bullshit that they try to create for other people, they should have to live with it too, not just us. Yeah. Knox Spector says, I'd give $1 just to see you flog, just saying. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I haven't been involved in a good flogging in a long time, Hank.
Yeah.
When do you want me to come
I'm not volunteering to let you do it at all. Richard, you are too.
I'll flog the shit out of you.
No thanks. That's all right.
Get some of my aggression out.
No, that's okay. I'm good. Bunny Fartloads says Trump has been and always will be anti-gun.
I don't know that he's necessarily anti-gun. I think he's just selfish in the sense that he does what is best for him. He has a set of principles in a certain area, but he bounces between some other principles that are best for him at the time. That's how I feel.
He's from New York City. That
That's
explains it. He's from New York City. It's a totally different mindset.
Yeah. I don't think that he truly understands the subject. I know that, so the whole thing before he got elected, that the NRA was saying the build up there, he has a gun in New York City, he has a gun permit.
Because he paid for it. It's because he got enough money.
Yeah. Because it's corrupt. There's a corrupt system in New York City.
Yep.
Lots of people who need to be able to defend themselves, everybody, can't get it. It's very difficult to get a concealed weapons permit in New York City, but he got one. Okay, congratulations.
Easy.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Richard, you're really broken up. Is that just me?
Am I breaking up?
Yeah.
There you go. You're back.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, you're back now.
I was drunk.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah. The last thing I want to be flogged by is a drunken man.
Yeah.
With slow internet. That's going to be slow lashes, man.
That'll be fun.
No.
My son asked me right before the show, he's like, do you want a drink? I'm going to make a drink. Do you want a drink? It's like, no, I don't think I need one right before the show.
No, that's okay. There's nothing. You're home, right? Oh, no, you're not home. Are you home? No, you're in the shop. You're in,
I'm home.
Both. Okay, there you go, yeah. You could always lie down on the floor in the shop.
I got a, 15-step commute.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So have at it.
Awesome.
Have at it. Yeah. Have at it. As long as you're not going to run any machinery over there, you're good. So Kathleen Music Lover, $5 a flog for Hank. Okay.
That's a pretty good. Yeah. We're getting some good flogging going on.
Yeah, but I don't actually see actual money coming out here. I mean, to upgrade this computer here, hey, here's what I'll be willing to do. I would be willing to sacrifice Babeface P to be flogged.
Whoa. There ain't no sacrificial goat here. I am not the sacrificial lamb in this scenario. Hank speaks only for himself.
Oh, damn it, Babyface.
I'm going to start winking. I'm not under duress at the moment.
Yeah. This I don't know, man. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here, but ultimately what I think this reminds me and what it reminds lots of people out there in America is they want to be able to defend themselves when something goes down. Because being on the news, what's that going to do for you? Your ability to maybe fight back, save yourself, save other people, that's more important. And I think when people look at this logically, regardless of what the news media wants to do and all that, they say, hey, I don't want less Second Amendment, I want more Second Amendment. So that's what I think we're facing here with this. So I'm not saying that they won't try this, because at this point I feel these people are going to try whatever the hell they can get away with. That's what they're going to try to do. And I hate to sound conspiratorial here, but they are setting us up for the new world order. So,
I mean, that's what they want.
The EU wants to do the same thing to anybody that falls under their jurisdiction, which is why Brexit needs to happen so bad, even though they're never going to get their guns back. But just look at Switzerland. That was it. Sweden? No, Switzerland, the one that just lost their gun rights.
Those knuckleheads.
Because the EU decided, we don't like how you're handling your country, so we're going to make you change it. Sounds ridiculous.
Yeah. Armament and Axes gave, what is this? Armament and Axes, let's see.
For
right
Hank's
here.
flogging / the new computer fund, and James Lawson gave $4.99 for Let Lola Do the Flogging.
Oh, no. That's the last person. I'd rather take that flogging.
It'll be real bad.
Other people might feel sorry for me, but Lola knows all my sins. Like, you deserve this. No, I don't know about that. Not for Lola. No, can't do it. I can't do it. Her people already. No, she's not. Let me not even say that. She already doesn't like it when I say that. I was gonna say her people already sold my people.
That's right.
Into slavery.
You gotta hold that grudge.
Yeah, every time I say that, she gets really mad.
Another one from Knox Spectre, $2 to start the flogging fund.
Okay.
Hank's getting flogged very soon. Well, you know, the least we could do is put you in one of those dunk tanks where we throw baseballs at you. And it like
really?
you know like the yeah, there you go. You know what I'm talking about.
Who's gonna throw these baseballs at
Who's
me?
got the best aim in chat and lives somewhat close? There you go.
Yeah. No, none of these people would I let throw baseballs at me. Have to be someone with very bad aim. Someone with very, very bad aim. Has anyone heard from Walter, by the way? Has anyone heard from Walter?
I saw that he tried to buy a motorcycle and that he wasn't allowed to.
Yeah, and he was on.
Let me see.
Oh my
on
God,
the beach
Christian
today.
Christian Grest, $10. Lola flogging Hank on the next show. Richard Hughes, $2 flogging after Lola pays the bills.
Man, I thought you guys were my friends.
Hell no! Every time we get on here, it's hashtag more Lola, less Hank. Come on.
Oh boy. Yeah. Let's see. What did Richard Hughes say? Flogging after Lola pays the bills. Yeah.
James Miller, $5 for the flogging fund while Hank's holding the Brony Bag.
The Brony Bag is not in existence anymore. I left it.
What happened to it?
I left it with the full conceal people.
Oh, that's right. They have it up there now.
It's in their museum, actually.
Listen, we'll buy you another. I can find one on eBay.
No, that's okay. That's okay. We don't know where those came from. Do
I even want to know what that is?
Oh man.
I don't know. You have to explain it, Patrick.
So yeah, the folding. Do you still have the folding Glock somewhere?
Yes, I do. I carry it every day. It's in my my backpack.
So Hank's folding Glock fits perfectly into a bag made for the Nintendo Switch. It's like a perfect fit. But that actually wasn't the cool one. The other one was an actual Brony bag, wasn't it? Like a My Little Pony.
Yeah, he doesn't know about My Little Pony.
It was a bag from My Little Pony that fit that Glock perfectly, and Hank carried it around the NRA show or something.
Yeah, Shot Show. Yeah, was your daughter into My Little Pony, Richard? Was she into it?
Not really.
Oh, well, apparently there's some grown-up dudes that are into My Little Pony. They're called bronies.
Yep.
Brony. Get it? Bros and ponies.
Yeah.
Bronies. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So My Little
Hank
Pony.
carried around a Brony bag with a Glock folding 19.
Yeah. Yeah, Special K, we don't know where it came from, Special K. Don't post anything.
Yeah.
We don't know where that thing came from.
That's funny.
I refuse to I don't know where it came from. I forgot. Nobody knows. It's a mystery. I think it was a one-of-a-kind thing ever made.
One person made it.
That you'll never see that Brony bag ever again. So hopefully
right.
not. Yeah.
Now I've got a mission.
Yeah.
Send Hank a Brony bag.
He who buys the Brony bag wears it. He who buys the Brony bag.
Buy it.
Oh, okay.
Find some little kid and steal it from him.
Yeah. Well, okay. That's how you get beat down. These little kids nowadays out there will take you out. So we were talking about anti-gun people. I posted this over the weekend. I'm gonna throw this up here. I don't know if you guys saw this. So I guess there's like a baseball thing going on with Steve Kerr. Oh no, NBA. That's basketball. All right.
Steph Curry? Steve
No,
Kerr.
Steve Kerr, who is a coach. Steve Kerr wears gun control shirt at NBA Finals Games 2. This guy, vote for our lives, I guess it says on it. Now remember Steve Kerr, if you follow me on social media, this is the guy that I put up that his father was shot in Lebanon by some by
terrorists.
Yeah, by terrorists basically. Islamic terrorists.
Does he think Americans are Islamic terrorists that killed his dad?
I don't know, but he's anti-gun, and instead of like playing basketball, he's out there trying to push his agenda on the rest of us. Yeah, of
course.
And I'm sure he has armed people protecting him right now in this whatever.
Oh, with concealed firearms.
Yeah. I'm sure they do. You know. So I wish that people would not get into this stuff, but he's getting into it. Lots of people in the NBA, football, all of that kind of stuff, baseball dudes, all believe in the Second Amendment, carry guns, etc. But you know,
don't worry. The phrase "get woke, go broke" it applies.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm trying to look. Was there any other crazy news that happened over the weekend? Trying to see what's going on here. Pennsylvania Supreme Court ruling. This is interesting. Here, let me throw this up here. If I can get it. Pennsylvania Supreme Court ruling may spell trouble for Pittsburgh gun control laws. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court handed down an important decision on Friday in the case of Commonwealth versus Hicks. The court ruled that the mere possession of a firearm carried either openly or concealed does not constitute reasonable suspicion of a crime. Yes, that's very true.
Correct. Yeah. Just because I have a firearm on me does not mean I'm a criminal. That's insane.
The ruling invalidated justifications police departments were using for stop and frisk checks of individuals based solely on the fact they were in the possession of a firearm. Right. Exactly. This seems kind of common sense-ish, but I guess we need this kind of stuff now with the craziness that we're going through. So that's good news. That's good news for people in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
We see that.
Was that? Did you say that was Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
My wife won't go through Pittsburgh anymore.
Oh, really?
I went to gunsmith school there, so I spent 18 months there.
Mm-hmm.
And shortly after we got married, we were going out to New England. And I said, let's stop by gunsmith school, see Chief, whatnot. So we're driving through Pittsburgh, and here's two guys on the side of the road. Apparently they got in a fender bender on the freeway. One guy in a suit, another guy in jeans and a T-shirt, and they start duking it out on the side of the freeway. My wife's like, God, where the hell are you taking me?
Jesus.
Keeping it real. They're keeping it real, son.
Hell yeah.
That's Pittsburgh,
Yeah. Cody Milbacher says, did you guys see where the NBA is getting away from the term owner because it's racist?
What? No. They own the team. That's how it works.
I don't.
What? No.
This is so
that can't
silly.
be real.
There's too much SJW-isms in the world nowadays. Just too much.
God.
Just too freaking much of it.
New York Post, NBA team moving away from owner title.
What is it supposed to be? Big boss man who pays all bills.
Star Draymond Gray argued against using the term on LeBron James's HBO show The Shop late last year. The issue gained steam, and at least two teams have already stopped using it. You shouldn't say owner, Green said, saying it should be changed to CEO. He's not the chief executive officer. He's the owner. There's the difference.
You own it.
Yeah, he's not the chief executive officer of your team. He paid for and owns your team.
So what if it's you
work for him?
What if it's a black guy that's the owner or a woman that's the owner? Then what? Is it okay then?
That's insane.
It's okay then.
Because there's lots of female owners. There's lots of other people owners. I don't like the word minority.
The Sixers have changed. Man, I wish I was rich and owned a team because I'd tell people to shove it up their ass.
Yeah.
The Sixers have changed their title of their owners to managing partners. Yeah. I don't manage the team. I fucking own it, and I get paid dividends for owning it. Your manager is the general manager who hires you. I own it.
Yeah.
That's
how are we living in a world where ownership is a bad thing? That's
clown world. It's a fucking clown.
That's crazy.
That's true communism, right? To be like, oh, you don't own it. You can't own it.
Yeah. Lola, go ahead. Go ahead, Richard.
I don't understand all these, sports, the owners just rolling over, letting these idiots do whatever they want.
Tell them whatever they want to do.
Your ass is out of here. I don't give a shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember all the hoopla about the football team, the Redskins, Washington Redskins, and how the owner was like, I don't give a shit, and it all blew over. Notice nobody talks about that anymore, and their ticket sales are still up. Take notes, basketball owners.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, all those idiots who kneel. If I was the owner, I would go down and beat their ass right on the damn team. Get your ass up and put your hand over and say the damn pledge. Pieces of crap.
There's lots of bullshit going on. Let's see here. What is this?
TCG44 says woman owner equals BBIC.
Yeah. I don't know, man. They're making so many things bad words that it's like whatever.
We're not going to have words anymore.
Whatever happens. Yeah. You should inspire to own shit.
Yes, that's a big thing. Owning something is awesome.
Babyface, you're not a homeowner. You're just a person maintaining house before government.
I'm a partial manager of this home.
Yeah.
So silly.
Well, I'm not a homeowner. The bank owns it.
Yeah. Every time I go to North Carolina, I look at the squirrels and the trees, and I tell those squirrels that I own you, and you are on my property. You are my squirrel
I will take you out.
When you walk off to that other property, you're no longer mine, but you come back on here. You're my squirrel.
Yeah. Lola wanted me to remind you guys of Captain Marvel, because I actually watched that with Lola over the weekend. Right. Yeah, lots of SJW stuff up in there. It was okay. I'm not going to say it was horrible, but it was okay. It was just okay.
So the thing is, I've heard the movie isn't bad. I've heard Brie Larson is the problem. I think that's the actress, right?
Yeah. I
hear that she's the issue because she's super SJWE.
Yeah, there's a bunch of weird things in there that they try to. I think they go too far trying to shove that stuff down your throat nowadays.
Up
and
your
this
butt.
this is a danger that that everyone's facing here, and I wish people would just get away from this before. People are just going to stop watching movies, man. We've already turned away from the news. We're going to turn away from the movies.
Hank, I no longer... I can't go to movies any longer, and I just can't watch TV or movies any longer because of seeing political things in the movies. And it was so easy when I was a kid to just go enjoy a movie, and now I can't. It sucks.
Mm-hmm. Well, when was the last time they made a decent movie?
It's true.
I'm trying to think. John Wick was decent. John Wick's
been pretty good, and it's not. Well,
but there's some SJW stuff in there. There is.
In 1 and 2.
In 3.
I haven't seen 3, so I can't comment on that.
Yeah, there is. There's a non-binary person. Whatever that means.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. Richard.
You either got something between your legs or you don't. I mean.
Yeah.
And I've got nothing. I've got no problems with the hermaphrodites. It is what it is. But holy crap. You either got a package or you don't, for the most part.
Yeah. There's lots of weird identifications nowadays.
It's a genetic abnormality, and it's sad, and I don't know that it should be celebrated to have a genetic abnormality.
I don't think that's what non-binary means.
That's what it should mean. That's what it's supposed to mean. Well, not non-binary, intersex, but people are spreading, are moving the goalpost on some of those.
Whatever
terms.
happened to the good old that dude goes both ways or whatever nonsense? We used to use in the olden days. Whatever happened to that, man? I don't know. There's lots of ridiculousness going on out there. Okay, so Jasso Jeep says, let's talk BWE and Uzis. And in his profile picture, he's holding a Uzi. So do you know who Jasso Jeep is, Richard? Is that one of your people?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Show me a gun, and I'll.
He wants to talk Uzis. What? Let's give the people what the people want. Show us Uzis. He looks around.
Oh my God! I don't even have any out.
No Uzis.
Oh my God!
What is happening to the world?
I'm gonna have to go get a couple.
You are part of the problem.
Look.
Oh, what is this you have? What is this little pea shooter you got right here? It looks like it's from 1833.
It probably is. It's a Tramps special.
Oh,
I like the name. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's
That's
a little
cool.
22
Hold it up.
short.
Hold it up. Okay, there you go. What
is it, like a 8-shot or something? 7-shot.
Okay, not an Uzi. Definitely not an Uzi. Yeah. So we'll have to get some Uzis.
Give me a second. I'll go get some Uzis.
Yeah. Said only Richard ever on this podcast.
Yeah.
So.
Which firearm company? The Tramps Terror 22 single action pistol.
I thought he was going to say Tramp Stamp.
That's kind of cool. That's exactly right here. It's the same gun right here. They're calling it the Tramps Terror.
When is it? What decade is it from?
1870 to 1889 is
wow.
when this one was made. It looks fairly similar, actually.
Interesting.
Neat little gun. That's a pretty cool little thing. I bet just because like ladies of the night would probably carry that tucked under a boob or something in case they had to whip out a gun.
Yeah. How about something for the dudes? How about like a ball blaster?
A sack tapper.
Yeah. Uh-oh. He came with a bunch of guns.
Oh God, yeah.
Came with several.
We got guns.
Several.
We got Uzis.
Sounds.
We got.
Yeah.
I gotta fix this one. Hang on.
Oh,
it needs a can. I'm hoping.
It needs a can.
Yeah.
Oh boy. There we go. It's coming out. All right. Let me.
Oh, I love those big cans. They're so neat looking. They're so 80s. Now that is super cool. I bet that thing.
All right, let's see this thing. Oh,
quiet.
nice. Yeah. What the heck? Is that is that a BWE suppressor or is that
Yeah, that's a BWE suppressor.
Man,
I call dibs.
Super quiet.
Yeah, it just
tick 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 tick.
Yep.
Yeah. Very nice.
That's a full size.
Classic wooden stock. Is this an Israeli gun?
No, it's one I built.
Okay.
Oh, it's a post sample?
Yep.
Okay.
And I've got the fast fire on it for match
dot.
shooting.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's my match gun.
What is that red dot you got on there?
One of the Burris fast fires.
Do you make the mount for the Burris? How'd you end up doing that?
I make the mount for it.
Well, there you go. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
I make a mount for the Burris fast fire and the Trijicon RMR.
Okay,
That's awesome.
That's on the website?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. What's this one?
This is my Cat's R Uzi.
Oh, I like this one, actually.
This is one I took a full-size Uzi and cut the front end down to a mini.
It's cool looking.
Yeah. What color is it?
Black?
No, that's not black. That's not silver either. It's like a...
Oh, you're talking about
tan?
the actual body.
Yeah.
It's either coyote tan or, flat dark earth or magpul.
Cool.
Oh.
Flat dark. Do I have it on my phone? Maybe I do.
Is that a polymer stock on there or?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
That's one of the IWI or IMI polymer stocks.
Man, I need an Uzi. Somebody, let's start the Uzi fund.
Everybody needs an Uzi.
We all need Uzis. You get an Uzi, everybody gets an Uzi.
I need one of those jackets like the guys from the presidential guards had back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Where you whipped out the Uzi from underneath.
Right, now check this out. This is like a skeletonized stock here.
That, with the big can, there's some pictures of that on Instagram, I think.
Yeah, I put this on Instagram yesterday.
Oh, it's cool looking.
Yeah.
It's
Very
a Mac
nice.
can.
Yeah.
It just spits hot lead, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's like 1,700 rounds a minute.
Good Lord, just burps out bullets.
Why is there a step down in that suppressor? Is that like functional?
It's just the way they're designed.
Yeah,
Okay.
rip it.
That's a 1960s vintage can.
Okay.
Oh, is it actually an original from that time period?
It's an original Mac.
Wow.
Cool.
Did you redo the baffles or anything, or is it still shootable?
I haven't yet. I'm going to.
Yeah. I'm guessing at this point it's fairly loud compared to modern tech.
Oh, I'm sure it's extremely loud.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Jay Brennan says that's my favorite one.
Yeah, that one's
Jay
really
Brennan.
cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jay Brennan out there. Me Too on Tube says that thing is sweet. Let's see. And Scorched Earth Firearms, our friend, what's his name? I forgot. Rod Mills. There you go.
I forgot. Rod, he forgot your name, man.
Rodimus Mills. I didn't forget his name.
So-
I'm just
so
teasing.
I
that-
don't know
your
if
mount?
you could see that. Yeah.
How does it bolt in, or does it screw down to the top cover? Oh, we lost him.
Did you freeze? Did he freeze? Looks like he froze up.
There, he's back.
Okay, hold on. Let's see.
That freeze.
There, you're back. You're back.
All right.
You can see the little welds right there.
Oh, so it's welded to the top cover. Okay.
Okay, so you have to send your top cover in for that, or you have to take it
I
to
have
a shop?
I have full-size top covers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
just
you
buy it.
basically you could buy the whole package.
Pardon?
You could just buy the whole package with the mount and the top cover, and you would send it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Then you keep your original top cover. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, red dots on Uzis. That's
Yes.
I don't think I've seen that, but it looks awesome.
Yeah.
You
I don't
gotta
know.
have a.
I don't know if that's actually going to be functional when you're shooting the Uzi, but it'll get you in the zone. It'll get you in the zone.
No, it's real functional.
Yeah. Let's see. We got a bunch of shout outs. Looks like, okay, Eli
$5.
EDC gave us $5. What does he say?
No, Switzerland is not in the EU. The Swiss have sworn not to ally themselves with any country, including the European neighbors. I thought that they just had the EU come down on them and change their gun laws, force them to change it. Well,
No, they voluntarily.
the EU suggested and the Swiss caved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't
which
have
is
to go
ridiculous.
along with. They don't have to go along with it, but they
Absolutely
voted
ridiculous.
to. Yeah, which is horrible.
Yeah.
That's
I'll just bent over and said, "Kiss my ass."
yeah, that's like the whole Paris Climate Accord, where the Europeans want to tell the Americans how to run our country. I'm glad Trump left that, a year or two ago. It didn't make any sense. None of that makes sense.
Yeah. Let's see. DCG44 says any of the Uzi clones worth a damn. That's what he wants to know. So,
Old
That's-
vectors. When oh God, who was it that owned them? Was it Merrill? Before he went to prison.
wait, who went to prison now?
The owner of Vector.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
This is
you
not-
gotta remember that. That's stupid ass.
Vector Arms Uzi? Is that Vector Arms?
Yep.
I've never heard of them.
Was this recently that he went to prison?
This was, oh God, it was 5 or 10 years ago.
Okay.
There was that one idiot down here in Miami, that 20-year-old piece of crap
Okay.
who
Don't
was
be specific. There's lots of 20-year-old POSs out there.
yeah. But he got a multi-million-dollar government contract to supply the Iraqis with.
Oh, this is the
7.62
dudes they made the movie about. This is the guys they made the
Right.
movie about. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently he emailed the owner of Vector Arms. I've got this contract and I've got this Chinese ammo, but the only stipulation is no Chinese ammo.
Yeah, so they had to repack it, didn't they?
Right.
That's what they...
So in an email, the owner of Vector told him how to repack it.
Very smart.
It's
Very
like,
smart.
you are a moron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
do that
if you're going
in
to do
person.
that, you call him up on the phone.
He's
Yeah.
You go meet with him.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
a disgrace to morons.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty dumb.
You know, you don't get much more stupid than that.
No. Jasso Jeep says, my Uzi needs Richard's magic touch. Yes, Richard. How can people out there who do have Uzis and need some servicing, how can they get in touch with you, Richard, while we're on this subject?
They can either go to my website, and I've got one of those little contact form things that you fill out, or they can email me at richard@bwefirearms.com.
Okay, very good. But
I'm on Facebook and all that, but I prefer not to do business on Facebook.
Yeah.
I put all my pictures on there, but I don't like to talk business on there.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you on that. DCG44 says, no, Hank, we don't need our balls busted. I'm going back here to get these comments in. The Tyven Show says, Hank, not a ball buster. We need a nut buster.
That's a pretty good one. I like that.
Yeah. And then someone was trying to tell you, Babeface, that Tramp used to stand for like a different thing. It wasn't based on chicks. It wasn't like a...
Oh, really? Who said that?
Yeah, Tramp used to be like a vagabond.
Yeah, it was
a transitory person.
Yeah, it was a transitory person.
Yep, then it became like a hoe somewhere in the, I don't know, 80s or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you're right.
Yeah. Let's see.
What, a vagabond?
I'm sorry, say that again?
What was it? A vagabond?
Vagabond, yeah.
With a V.
Yeah.
Victory.
Yeah. I thought you said it with an F. I was just making sure.
Vagabond.
I was just making sure.
No,
you're not making up your own stuff here.
On the left.
I don't have a problem with our friends who swing the other way.
No. Me neither. I have no issues whatsoever with anyone. Leave me alone, I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, I mean...
So Bricks has a question. He asked me specifically, but I'll let you guys answer as well. He was asking Streetbagh versus the Scorpion. How do you guys feel? The Scorpion that's a hard choice because they're both really cool.
Yeah.
If Safety Harbor comes out with some new Streetbagh stuff that he's working on, then I think the Streetbagh will win the day in my book. But Walter has to get back from over across the pond.
Across the seas. He has to stop having cucumber sandwiches with the Queen.
Pinky out, right?
Yeah. What do you think? Well, okay, I'll tell you what I think. I don't have the Streetbagh, however you pronounce it, potato. I have shot it. Obviously, Walter has several, and they're cool. But I do have a Scorpion, and I would have to say right now that I would say Scorpion out of those two.
Currently I'd say Scorpion's probably the better of the two.
Yeah. But if you could modify it, now we're in a different ball game as it gets modified. What do you think, Richard?
Tell you the truth, you could put one of each in each one of my hands, and I wouldn't be able to tell which is which.
Mm. Well, I think for the Scorpion, there's modifications. That's why I'm saying that. Like, I've modified mine.
There's a lot of aftermarket stuff.
Yeah. So,
I'm kind of living, pre-86.
Yeah,
right,
it's more in my world than,
Yeah. You're doing good. You're in no way in the wrong zone, Richard. You're doing good. I've seen your collection. What little I have seen, you're good. You got nothing to be ashamed of at this point.
No.
Yeah.
A lot of the new guns, I just, once they started going to plastic, I just have no interest in them.
Okay.
Even the M16, it's like.
Okay, but you had a little bit of polymer on that Uzi that you were showing just now. Okay,
but
all right.
That's also that polymer stock is also solid polymer, so you could beat somebody to death with it.
Okay, all right, very important distinction.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
When you're out of ammo, you got to be able to beat somebody to death with it.
Yeah, I think
try doing that with a Glock.
Yeah, I say bayonet lugs for all Uzis. No?
That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you use them for, but they got to have a bayonet lug on them.
Look, I was looking at there was a thing that popped up on the news with Trump over in England, and the Queen was presenting those the British, what are they, Beefeaters or whatever they're called?
Yeah, the Beefeaters.
The Royal Guard, and they had some Bullpups, Babeface, bullpups.
Yeah, the worst bullpup ever designed.
Yeah, and what's those bullpups called again?
L85.
L85s, and they had bayonets on them.
Yep.
The L85, for anybody out there that doesn't know, Ian
Here we go.
Ian from Forgotten Weapons did a really good video on this. The L85 was so poorly designed that the Brits in the early 2000s, I think, had to go to H&K, the Germans, and have them completely redesign it for them so it would actually function. It's like the worst bullpup ever made.
Yeah.
And Hank, you're never going to get one because I don't think they ever made a civilian legal one.
I'm going to get one. I will get one.
Civilian legal, they never made one.
I don't care if Walter has to bring it back in all his cavities.
That's right. That's it.
Ship it back piece at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want one. Walter, if you're listening,
do not bring back an L85.
Please do. Please do.
We are definitely not telling you to do that, wink.
Yeah.
Wink, nod.
Yeah, we would love to see one. By the way, let me go check out Instagram because I know Walter. Let me see here. Safety Harbor has been posting some stuff. Let me see if I can throw this up. So here's Safety Harbor Firearms. He's been throwing up some stuff here. Let's see what this video... Basically, this is video of a beach.
It's exciting.
Yeah, this is really
I don't know.
Really
That's
exciting.
I don't know
if we can...
Beach.
Being here in Florida, I don't know
there
if I can
goes
get to the
Peggy.
beach.
There goes Peggy. Okay. There goes Peggy. So that was cool. And Alexis. So that was beach. This is the Darren clan. The Darrens right there. There you go. I see Sean and his brothers, and they're blocking out a Jeep, but, you know. That's cool. I like the Darrens. All right. This is the motorcycle you were talking about.
Yep.
Old motorcycle. I would love to get my hands on that, but I think you said the guy's not selling it.
Yeah, I saw that picture. It was pretty cool.
I'll be all over that. This was a cool vehicle right here. What do you call this? World War II Schwimmwagen?
Yep. I want one of those.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I
Okay.
will flog you for one of those in a heartbeat.
I will be flogged. I will take the flogging. Yeah. That looks cool, man. That looks cool.
Drive it
Son, is
right
it
down
swim?
into the water.
Mm-hmm. You guys have to
Oh,
check.
it's amphibious?
Yeah,
it's
man.
idiot.
This is badassery right here. I like this, actually. Did Walter, do you guys know, did Walter buy this or no?
No.
Oh, damn it.
He wanted one.
Yeah. Probably can't afford one.
Yeah.
Schwimmwagen. I love how German words, they sound so correct.
It's like
for
English.
What it should mean.
Yeah.
It's a swimming wagon.
Yeah, it's English. So here's a half track. Oh, I always love these, man.
Oh, yeah.
Half tracks are so badass.
Mm-hmm.
So we go half track. So there's other stuff. You got to check out Safety Harbor Firearms on Instagram. Keep up with Walter. Let's see what's going on here. He's supposed to check in with us, but he got to Europe and he forgot about us.
He's too excited over there.
Yeah.
He doesn't love us anymore.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He's like, forget those guys.
He's going swing for the Schwimmwagen.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I don't want to be beaten by Walter. Okay? Those hands are just too ridiculous. Those meat hooks.
So, did anybody know did anybody actually put in here what this old motorcycle was? Some old British bike?
He didn't
It's
have it
neat.
in there?
I love it, but
Yeah.
Was that British or French? I thought, wait a second.
it might be French. You're right, it might be French.
I thought that was French.
Staying in France, not for sale, I asked. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what it actually is.
Let me see if we can see anything on it.
Weigerman?
Looks more like a World War I era than a World War II era.
It's got like that pedal design, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it looks military issue.
Kind
so,
of a
you know.
bicycle,
Mhm.
motorcycle thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That what, 19
40s?
teens were they
teens?
making those?
Or like a track
Richard-
racer type of deal.
Richard Hughes says the German language is very literal. Cool cabinet is what the German word is for refrigerator, what it literally translates to. I
Remember
love German.
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. So
What does his name mean?
I'm not. I always thought it was blacksmith, but who knows? I'm guarantee you I'm not right.
I
on
love
that
it. I love how literal the German language is. This was funny to me.
Volkswagen.
Where do you put your drinks? A refrigerator. No, a cool cabinet.
Yeah, this is what it's called.
Cool cabinet.
Yeah, keep it cool.
Well, I mean, it's cool.
Is that an Indian accent or a German accent? You ain't fine.
Dice is cool cabinet.
Yeah. So, we haven't heard from Walter. So, Walter, if you're out there.
John Dieter says it's standing upright, not laying over, so it can't be French.
Oh, boy.
Only dropped once.
Yeah. No white flags.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. Tyven Show wants me to turn my phone sideways. No.
Are you showing people... Oh, man. Are you really showing people portrait mode? Not landscape mode?
Does that work? Does that work in... Does that work if you're in...
I don't have that. I don't have that
I
software.
don't know.
Look,
I'm going to go sideways with the phone. It makes no difference. So just, if anyone doesn't believe me, I'm holding up the phone sideways. Okay, so you guys can see right there. I'm holding up the phone sideways right now. Boom. And I'm going to show you the phone. It doesn't make a difference when it's capturing what's on my phone.
I get to drive my cool Wagen every day.
Yeah. Listen, what do you think Audi means?
It's the opposite of an innie, like a belly button?
It means to listen or hear. Audi, audio.
No, it's the opposite of the belly button.
No, that's not what it means.
Audi.
No.
It's the Audi belly button.
It has to do with hearing.
You either got an innie belly button or an out belly button, Hank. Come on.
Audio. That's what it means. Audible. To hear.
It's genetic, by the way. Do you know how long it took me to figure out, to learn that that's a genetic
trait?
What,
an Audi?
A belly button? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I forever thought that, why did, do you just, when you have a baby, do you just decide, do you want an Audi or an innie?
Oh, you think in the hospital, the doctor?
Yeah, I was in my teens until somebody was like, no, it's genetic.
Yeah.
If they have an Audi, you just keep pushing it in. Sooner or later, it'll stay in.
Yeah, if you don't spank them on the bottom properly, that's how that
it stays an innie.
Yeah. Also,
if they have an innie and you want an Audi, you just put your mouth over theirs and go.
No thanks. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I'm not that old school. You know.
Scorcher firearm training. What model headset do I have? This is a Logitech G935, I think. It's the wireless Logitech one.
Oh, okay. Coming with the technology, Babeface P. Coming with the technology. By the way, shout out to Harry's Holsters. Forgot to shout him out right there. Harry's Holsters, that makes all our holsters, mine included. Got it on the hips. Boom. Right there. There you go. There's my holster with the P365. Babyface, you rock Harry's holster?
I took it off on the desk right over there. It's behind me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have
Richard is are you like Walter?
Can he make me a holster for this?
No. I'm going to say no. Do you
God gave you a prison wallet for a reason.
Yeah, I don't think he knows about the prison wallet, but I would love to see Babyface explain the prison wallet to Richard.
So when you got to sneak something into prison, there's only one good hole for it, and that's called the prison wallet.
Yeah, it's somebody else's hole.
Hopefully. That's if you got enough money.
Oh, boy. Yeah, it's Monday, people. It's Monday. You have to understand this. It's Monday. Were there any other questions? Let me see. I think I had some. Let's go to some YouTuber news. Usually we do stuff in Florida. I haven't really seen any Florida things, but I will go to this. Let's see. So filling Oreo with toothpaste earns YouTube prankster a jail sentence.
Wait, what? No.
What?
No.
Yeah, so he did this. So let me hear.
How does that get you in jail?
Oh, yeah, it got jail, but also the guy got banned from YouTube for 5 years.
How?
By the court. So Madrid,
Did he, put him back or something?
No, so check this out. Madrid, it was a humiliating video that fueled outrage on social media. YouTube prankster filmed himself offering a homeless man in Barcelona an Oreo cookie filled with toothpaste rather than cream.
if he did it to his friends, it would have been a funny joke. If he did it to some poor homeless guy, yeah, that's kind of dick move right there.
Yeah, now the prankster known as Reset to his followers on YouTube, but whose real name is Kangwa Ren.
Wow, Ren.
Yeah, I think he's Chinese, has been handed a 15-month prison sentence and must pay 20,000 euros, or about 22,300 compensation to his victim. Mr. Ren was found guilty of violating the moral integrity of the homeless man. He is unlikely to serve any time behind bars. However, a Spanish law normally allows sentences under 2 years for first-time offenders in nonviolent crimes to be suspended.
That's crazy. 2
That's
years for giving
stupid.
Yeah, that's insane.
So,
I mean, it's one thing if he filled the Oreo with his cream.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's
it's a worse thing. That's a worse thing.
But
So Mr. Ren, who was 19 at the time, filmed himself in early 2017 replacing the cream inside the cookies with toothpaste after being challenged by one of his 1.2 million followers to carry out the prank. He gave them to the homeless man outside a supermarket along with a 20-euro bill. The homeless man was identified only as George L., a man in his early 50s who was born in Romania and who once worked as a shepherd before migrating to Barcelona, according to the newspaper El País. The homeless man vomited after eating the cookie. After posting the video prompted widespread condemnation, Mr. Ren replaced it with one in which he visited the homeless man again and offered him another 20-euro bill. According to the police, he later offered 300 euros to the daughter of his victim in return for not filing a lawsuit. Well, that didn't work.
What you do to save face is you go, okay, I'm sorry. All the money that I made off of advertising on that video will go to the homeless man. And everybody would say, okay, we're fine. But $20? $20? He probably made like $2,000 off that video. If you give him $20, come on.
Yeah. Also,
that's a dick move.
It
is a dick move. Also, it says here he's banned by the judge from being on YouTube for 5 years. But listen, why do you on YouTube with 1.2 million followers, or I don't even care if you have 2 followers, why do you have to resort to pulling pranks on homeless people?
Sure, dumb kid. You don't know better.
Yeah, that's a horrible thing. I don't like the idea of pulling pranks on anyone, actually. You know, obviously we all do little things that like jokes and stuff like that, but I think some of these things, I mean, I saw some stuff with a guy in England, in London, that was going around throwing water in people's faces. But remember, in England...
That's during the acid attack time?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So all of these
that guy
things...
should just be beaten.
I can't imagine the Brits took that well.
Yeah, this is why they need guns over there. Someone comes and throws something in your face, man. I mean, that could easily be acid, but this kind of nonsense, it's just ridiculous. And then to go out there and pick on someone that's homeless, you want to do something, help.
Yeah.
You see a homeless guy, help him out.
Yeah,
you know,
that's insane.
Yeah, no matter how you slice it and dice it or whatever, this is a person who has a worse lot in life than you do. I get it, like we all believe in self-reliance and all that kind of stuff here, but I don't think any of us believe in stepping on your fellow man. So you should always respect people. My dad told me, don't even spit on a dog.
Hell no, the dog's gonna bite your dick off.
Yeah, so this guy deserves whatever he gets for that bullshit. You know, so here, I'll show his face. This is the face of an idiot right there. This is like a video. This is his face and a video clip of the whole toothpaste thing.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah. So some
hey,
crazy
all
nonsense.
I see is you two.
Yeah, it's gonna come up. It's gonna come up in the feed. And then here's some other craziness. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Let me see. This is here. Well, actually, this is Florida news. Let me see if I could pull it up here I'll throw it up on the screen for the people who could see, Richard. Let's see if we can get it up here. This is in the Blaze. Says the mother says college suspended her indefinitely over gun photo, and now she's suing.
That seems like you could actually sue for that. That seems appropriate, right?
Yeah. I'm okay with her suing here.
Yeah.
A mother who's a student at a Florida college said the school suspended her indefinitely over a photo of her and her fiance posing with guns. But now her name is Diamond Dallas Okay, well, the name is suspect, but okay, I get it. Is suing First Coast Technical College in St. Augustine, along with its principal and assistant principal. The station said, everything has just gone down the drain. She told WJAX, I really was trying hard in school. I was making A's. So what's the background of this? Dallas said her fiance's cousin, a veteran, was showing them how to use guns at a shooting range. The station reported... Anthony Royster, her fiance, added to WJX that he posted the photo on Facebook with the caption, "She's my Bonnie, I'm her Clyde."
So they wouldn't let her into the universe, onto campus. They banned her from school.
Yeah, I don't see how this has anything to do with the school. What she's doing in her own. Personal time that's not.
I've never understood, and I would love for a lawyer to explain it to me. Here in Florida we have, and this is a bit off topic, but here in Florida we have right to work, or where you can be fired at any point, whatever it's called. Whatever, I can't remember what it's called, but it's anybody, you can be fired at any point for any reason. But can you be fired for? And I've heard of firings for. They didn't like your political view on Facebook, or you showed guns on Facebook or Twitter. Like, is that an acceptable reason?
I would like to say no, unless you were threatening someone in the workplace.
Yeah, that's
I don't understand. Yeah, it's your own personal business. What's the difference of posing with guns and posing with cars, or posing with your boyfriend, or doing whatever? I don't really see one here. I mean, yeah, their pose was a little ghetto, but whatevs. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with being ghetto.
I think the only time it gets into some gray areas, and I might agree with it, is if, like, the person is a, UPS driver, and he's posing, standing next to his UPS truck in his outfit or something.
Yeah, it's different, I guess, if you're representing the company. So
right, if you're representing the company, that's a different story.
Yeah, Big Cliff says at-will employee, by the way.
That's what it's called, at-will employment, yeah.
But
can you be fired for your personal opinions or political? If it's not affecting your work, is that a reasonable reason for firing?
No, I don't think this is reasonable. If they weren't threatening anyone, if they went to the range and they shot some guns and they're like, oh, that's cool, let's post together, this is sexy. That's art, in my opinion. Okay, it's subjective. If they didn't post threats to anyone on Facebook, why is it the school's business?
I could see, because art is classified as a First Amendment right, as a freedom of speech sort of thing, I could see that being a discriminatory case that could potentially be in front of it won't ever make it to the Supreme Court, but it could be a Supreme Court case. Because pictures like that are considered art, and art can't be controlled. Well, is it a public school or a private school? That's the other thing.
Yeah. Richard Hughes gave us $2. He says, worse life than I do. My wife has a twin. ? I don't know what that. I have no understand. I don't know if that has anything to do with this. And then I see 182nd Ideas out there. Shout out to him. He says woo woo. I'm guessing that's what it is. I might be pronouncing it wrong with his accent.
Richard Monder also said that in the article it says they were at a shooting range as well. So it's not like they were even being dangerous. They were at a gun range.
Yeah, I mean,
what's the name of this school? I want to find that article.
What was it? Central Florida Technical or something?
No.
Let me see.
If you can find it again.
Oh, where was it? First Coast Technical College.
First Coast.
They probably need to be investigated. I'm sure they're ripping people off.
That's
Yeah. Let's do some of that.
You could become a cop or a nurse or
Here it is. I found it. Fox News.
I don't feel like that's a cool thing that was done to her at all.
No.
And we've got to do something about that before that gets like widespread in Florida. The gunshine state. I mean,
they are pretty
Second and
looking,
First Amendment
like that pose, where he's got like a stack of bills and an AK without a stop.
But it's kind of to them it's sexy. It's subjective.
I don't think they can tell you no. That's crazy that they could just say, no, too bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, not that I don't know whether or not I think that they should not do that. to them, but there's like
I don't know if it's legal or not. Yeah,
I don't see where it would be if they weren't threatening anyone.
Yeah.
What would be wrong with them posting a picture? Like, what if
Yeah,
what if you were posting a picture of a deer or something that you just bagged? Right?
I can see that. To me, I think that's the next logical step here. Is your employer says, "Oh, I don't agree with hunting. You're fired," or your college says, "I don't agree with hunting. You can't come here anymore. You scare us."
Yeah. Wasn't there a kid? It wasn't in Florida, but wasn't there a kid that was suspended from school or kicked out of the school because he put up a picture of him?
He was a young kid too, wasn't it?
Was that Florida? I can't remember now.
I can't remember.
I don't remember where it was.
It was like his first deer he bagged, and they kicked him out of school because he had a picture with him and a gun. He was hunting a deer.
We have zero tolerance policy.
Yeah.
What you do off the school campus has nothing to do. Yeah, unless you are threatening someone.
Unless you're bullying, harassing, threatening, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was always fun when my kids were younger, going into the school and saying,
"I'm a gunsmith."
All right, guess what?
Yeah.
If you're anti-gun, you're going to have some problems here because that's what I do for a living.
Yeah. Yeah. That's actually ridiculous. Let me see what else I'm trying to see. Oh, Tesla. Elon Musk says they're coming out with the electric pickup truck. Have you guys seen this?
Are they really?
Elon Musk says Tesla pickup will start at $49,000 and be better than a Ford F-150.
No way.
Oh, from the Ford guy.
I'm putting it down. That'll never be better than a real
Let's see. Is there an actual picture? No, that's a picture of a Ford right there.
They have some some.
Oh, here we go. Here's a picture of it. Yeah. You know what? I think lots of these companies are going over to they're doing like hybrid pickup trucks now. Have you seen that? So you're not getting V8s anymore. Lots of them are going.
Oh, yeah.
Ford's not doing V8s anymore, I don't think.
Ford switched over to a 6-cylinder with a twin turbo. It's crazy.
Yeah. And it's got power.
Before I picked up my Mustang, I test drove one, and it felt like a V8. It didn't feel like a standard 6-cylinder.
Are you saying you almost got a pickup truck?
I did. I was real close, but the Mustang was $24,000. The pickup truck was like $42,000. And I was like, oh my God, I could buy 2 Mustangs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a Chevy Colorado a couple of years ago, and it's 6-cylinder, and it shits and gets.
Yeah.
I like that. I haven't heard that.
But I think a lot of so for example, the Toyota Tundra, I heard in a couple of years is going to be no more V8s. They're going to go like a hybrid V6 type of deal.
Doesn't surprise me. You get a crazy amount of power. I would have never thought that I'd buy a Mustang with a 4-cylinder again. After the first one I had back in I had a 92 with a 4-cylinder, and it had no power. It had no accelerator. It was awful. Never thought I'd buy another one until I test drove this and was like, holy shit, 320 horsepower out of a 4-cylinder. That's crazy.
Yeah. No. That I'm not knocking at all. So here's the thing. Would you get an electric pickup truck?
Nope.
No.
I would.
All right. Yeah.
Not even.
I want the reliability of a gas engine.
I don't know how long you can really sustain the torque on that.
That's the other thing is, if you're looking for torque, they have a lot of speed off the get-go. Like electric cars, from what I understand, have a lot of speed, like 0 to 100. But I don't know how they're going to have to gear it for torque.
Yeah.
Well, an electric motor is far better than a gas motor. The problem is the damn batteries.
Yeah.
These idiots keep coming out with we're coming out with this new electric car. Yeah, it goes 60 miles, and then you got to spend
and then you got to charge it
14 hours recharging the piece of garbage.
Well, okay, so battery life has gone up. I think Teslas are doing like 300 miles before you need a charge.
But I could drive my truck clear across country and stop for 20 minutes.
We're not there yet.
Gas it up.
And and I say this every time we talk about electric cars, but efficiency-wise, it is more efficient to produce energy using a gasoline engine in the car, in the truck, than it is to make it at a power plant, push it down a power line, and then plug your car in. It's just really horribly inefficient to try to push power down a power line.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Hank.
No, I'm listening.
if they'd ever get the batteries worked out, where yes, the whole process, saves the environment, is better for the environment and stuff. One, it's not 10 times worse by the time you mine for the crap for the batteries.
Well, that's the big horrible thing about it. Like, people think they're saving the planet. I think there's some practical.
They're destroying it.
Yeah, there's some practical uses for some things to be electric. I'm not knocking that at all, including cars. I think motorcycles, cool. Cars there's some things that hey, it's not a bad idea, but I think that if you're trying to do it to save the planet, you're not saving the planet. Where are we getting these rare earth metals from?
Those batteries are super toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then the electricity you're putting in there anyway is being generated by what? Because no one wants nuclear power plants.
See, that's the thing. Yeah, nobody wants that in their backyard, even though they're efficient and really not that dangerous. Right. By the way, has anybody watched the Hank? Have you watched the HBO show, the miniseries they did for Chernobyl?
No, not yet. I know a lot of
either.
people talking about it. Yeah,
I want to see it.
On that. I got to get up on that. Lions of Judah says nothing beats a Chevy Silverado, boys. I'm Ram Rebel all day. Ram Rebel, that's the best. There you go. With no start-stop.
Truck.
Now they're putting start-stops in everything.
I can't complain. That truck, Hank let me borrow his truck, and I hauled that LeBlanc lathe all the way from Tampa to Gainesville with no problems.
Yeah. No problem with the pickups, right?
That stupid start-stop where you stop and the damn engine dies.
Yeah. Bullshit.
I got in my daughter's car one time and drove it. It died at a light. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this?
That's normal.
I'm trying to start the damn thing.
If you stop too long, it does that.
It's weird.
And it's like, what is up with this piece of crap? I stopped at a light. Run.
Yeah.
I don't want my cars doing stuff that I don't tell them to do.
Yeah.
Maximus 2012 says electric cars also don't work in sub-zero temperatures because cold kills batteries.
Well, heat affects batteries also. Mm-hmm. So you got to think about that. And for example, have you? Well, see, you didn't grow up in up north, but in New York versus here, batteries die fast in Florida, man. This sun radiation kills a battery. Oh yeah.
Yeah, up north they last a lot longer, and you've got a good 6 months that the battery's dying, because it'll start to turn slow. Here, your battery's fine one day, you go out the next morning, and it's nothing.
Yeah, that sun kills everything.
Yeah.
And humidity and other things or whatever. Listen, I think there's some things for this stuff, but it really depends on what you're putting it to. And like you were saying, traveling across country or things that need a lot of torque and all that, that's where it's going to become a problem. I think that electricity is not a good bridge to. I think we should have gone with like compressed natural gas or
natural gas.
Yeah, or propane or something. Now, hydrogen would be great, but it's expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very expensive. I remember one time I saw Walter and I went to SEMA show, and Chevy had this pickup truck that was hydrogen, and they were like, "Yeah, we're testing this with the special ops forces in Afghanistan." And I was like, "So you're telling me that special ops guys are running this thing looks space aged? They're going to stand out." You want to put special ops dudes in something? Put them in an old beat up Toyota truck.
In Afghanistan.
Not in a $2 million. Yeah, not in a $2 million hydrogen fuel. It doesn't make any kind of sense. So that's the problem I think we have with hydrogen. Those engines are those cars are way too expensive right now. I don't think they're gonna bring down the price of those for like at least 20 years. Mm-hmm. So.
Oh, it'll be longer than that.
You think so? Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, Elon Musk. I'm not saying I wouldn't have an electric car, but...
One, I think all this solar and all this, they need to get the government the hell out of it. It either makes it on its own 2 feet or it doesn't.
That's really it.
Yeah.
They keep telling me, oh, you need to put solar on your house. All my neighbors have solar now. And I'm like, okay, I looked into it. It's $30,000 out of my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
How long am I going to have to pay my electric bill before I even break even?
Yeah, depends on what you spend
and I've
on
said,
that setup.
Okay, I got to be able to run all my equipment.
That's the big thing.
On the solar panel.
Are you running three-phase at your place?
You can't do that. I'm running a phase converter. But,
you have a phase converter?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if you'd be able to do solar. It's just not going to work.
No, they're like, oh, well, you can't do it. I said, well, why the hell are you trying to sell it to me then?
It's just not for you.
Yeah, I think solar panels work here in Florida under certain circumstances. First of all, you've got to have. It's going to probably take a lot of panels, and then you need like a building or something where you can store that energy. And in a situation where we have like blackouts for a long period of time, solar panels might be cool. But I think you would still have to augment that with like some kind of propane or gas run generator.
And that's my thing. Everybody wants to go to solar. Fine. It should be 100% standalone. No matter when you want to turn the lights on, the lights go on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in Florida, they won't let you store your own power.
Yeah,
it has to go back to the grid.
You've got to pump it back into the power grid, and then you've got to buy it back from them.
Yeah.
So what the hell's the point?
It won't. The electric company wants their money.
I think it's a good apocalyptic thing, good backup for if stuff goes wrong. I'm not, that you could definitely run and power things off of it.
I've thought about throwing a panel or just, finding out where I buy a panel or two.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing them up on the roof and have it, when we have a hurricane.
Well, you can buy...
So I can charge the iPhones, so I can charge that stuff.
You can buy panels from Harbor Freight.
Right.
Are they any good though?
It's Harbor Freight.
Yeah, exactly.
So
how
good
can
enough
China
to mess around with.
How can China use the Harbor Freight panels to spy on us? Because I guarantee they're trying.
Yeah, well, they're gonna try. They'll try everything. And then like I said, it really depends on where you put it and all that. I think you'd have to have panels in lots of different places because obviously the sun is moving and all of that. So. Really depends on how you want. I think there's practical purposes for this. I saw someone talking about Harley Davidson having electric bikes. Electric bikes are actually not bad. I don't think they're bad. I've been looking at them for a long time.
I would buy one as a separate thing, but if I'm buying a Harley, I want the sound. I'm buying a Harley for the sound.
True. Yeah, you're getting it for the blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, exactly.
But guess what? There's laws going into place in America that you're not going to be able to have loud vehicles anymore. Did you know that?
Damn liberals.
Yeah. And it's something that started overseas. It's happening in California. They're giving out lots of tickets in California if your vehicle's too loud. And then I was looking at one of these car shows I look at. I think it was Shmee 120 or whatever his channel is. But he was in Monaco and over the weekend, and Monaco put out this thing saying that if you were driving around and your car was too loud, they would impound your car. And then he showed this parking lot filled with impounded supercars. They had about 30 supercars impounded in the parking lot. They make all the people follow them down here, and then they lock the cars in there, and they take your car for a couple of days, and you have to pay like a €400 fee or something, plus get whatever insurance hit.
That's ridiculous.
And all that.
If you got a supercar, it's catch me.
Yeah, but there was like a Volvo in there. There was a Volvo in this thing. He was showing it. But this is what's happening around the world, and the laws that are coming into effect in 2025, where all the companies selling cars in America have to have a fleet average of 55 miles per gallon, is going to kill all of that. They're not going to be able to make these loud cars anymore, or not even the buttons like on mine you could shut stuff off. So you can make it real quiet or make it what I call obnoxious mode, which is my favorite mode. You're not even going to be allowed to do that. So just because of the stupid noise pollution.
Yeah.
Right? Which is kind of ironic with the suppressor
we all ought
problem.
to have suppressors on our guns.
Yeah, I agree with you.
We're bringing it back full circle.
I think all guns should be integrally suppressed.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You know that's the move, Babeface. You just don't have one yet. When you and the guy who has you have more suppressors than me, actually, Babeface. I'm pretty sure.
Integrally suppressed like that?
Yeah, that's nice. What is this? Is a Ruger?
Ruger 1022.
Yeah, is SBR?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I like it. Yep. Is this your own suppressor, or you got this?
Yeah, it's mine.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Little short barrel.
Yeah, I love a
Cool.
love a Ruger 1022, man. One of the favorite. The Ruger. Go ahead.
That's one of those guns that everybody needs one of. At least.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't. I'm ashamed to admit I don't have one at the moment.
Yeah, Ruger 1022 should be up there with 1911s and AKs.
Yeah.
AR-15. Ruger
Glock
1022.
19.
Glock 19. Just like, is the word ubiquitous? I don't know.
Ubiquitous. Yep.
Yeah, just making that up.
Oh God, you didn't bring that today, did you?
Yes, I brought this. I'm gonna show
The
this.
weirdest gun
Now,
in the photo lineup.
I showed this to Mac when I was on with Mac, and
Did he love it?
Yeah, he likes bullpups. He would like to think he's the king of the bullpups. I'm coming for the throne. We're having the Game of Thrones on bullpups, but someone wanted to see this specifically, so I need to take some pictures of it because Special K, I got this gun from him, and he modified this so you could put this flashlight in here. So it's not
that's
a kit.
custom?
Yeah, Special K did this.
Oh, cool.
So-
I didn't realize that was custom. That's really sweet.
Yeah, so this guy wanted to see it, which basically I guess he just somehow milled out a circle in here for a flashlight. So there you go.
Is it? It's not something you can buy.
No.
Maybe you can buy that secondhand.
I don't think you can. He told me he did this. He did it himself. I don't know if there's anywhere selling these modifications. Someone's gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, but I pretty much got it like this.
The F2000 is a weird space gun. That's the coolest part of it to me, is having that flashlight built in, just passively there, which is really cool.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have any bullpups, Richard?
No.
Oh, you should.
I'm not a big bullpup kind of guy.
I don't think I have any around here.
I had an out of battery and an AUG one.
Ugh.
Full auto AUG, and after that, it's just kind of like, nope, don't think so.
Did it blow up?
Nah, it went out of battery, blew the mag out of the gun, and flames out the ejection port. I got
like having your face right on top of that?
No, I got some brass in the side of my face, but nothing major. And after that, it's like, nope, I don't think so.
Yeah. Richard Hughes says you need a PS90 and a 5.7 to go with that. Yes, I used to have them. I used to have them, and then I sold them to get other stuff, which obviously I regret. Yeah.
You should get rid of that car and just go be the king of bullpups.
It's a V10. They're going extinct.
You could have all the bullpups though.
Okay, I'll get rid of the car and I'll get a Tesla.
You could do that. Teslas aren't that expensive, are they?
I was kidding.
You could come on. You could totally handle a Tesla. You would love a Tesla.
No, they haven't built the Tesla that I like yet.
Otherwise,
I would have
all-wheel drive.
No, they do. They do have all-wheel drive. Not all of them.
What?
Yeah, Teslas have all-wheel drive. It's motors.
And you haven't bought it.
It's motors. No, I don't like them, man. They don't look sexy to me. Sexiness is a big part of it. It's got to be sexy.
Next car is a Toyota Corolla, 92 hatchback Toyota Corolla.
Ooh, it could happen. It could happen to any of us, me included.
Thanks up putting that one out. Yeah,
be rolling around. Yeah.
Did you guys see that post I shared the other day with those drones? You fire them out of a 40 millimeter grenade launcher.
Drones?
I did see that.
No, I didn't see it.
You like on the battlefield, like.
Wait, hold on. Do you put this on your Instagram?
It's on the Instagram. It's like 2-3 days ago, I think. It's on Instagram. I think it's on Facebook too. And you can set them up as a swarm. They'll do high explosives, a camera, smoke, all kinds of stuff. I want those.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to throw this up here. Now, where was it on your thing?
I'm trying to find it on... I didn't see it on Instagram. I'm going to look on...
Yeah, I don't see it on Instagram.
I'm going to look on Facebook, see if I find it on Facebook.
I don't see anything with drones on your Instagram. I'm going through it, but I don't see it.
There it is. It's on Facebook from May 31st.
Okay.
Is it?
Facebook.
Oh man, they're cool. Hold on, I'll get you a link to it. Hank, give me a sec.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Let's see.
There you go.
Let's open up my.
It's carbon fiber body with like the little fans. The fins kind of fold in. Oh,
okay, I think I did actually see this when you put this up.
Yeah, man, I want a whole passel of those things.
Yeah.
How much do they cost?
Oh God.
It's some Australian company. They're prototypes.
The Fintex Drone 40.
So here's a picture of what we're talking about here, guys.
It was shown at Sophic this year, so it's brand new.
Oh, this is going to be expensive if it was at Sophic.
You can only imagine what that would cost.
Yeah, it's going to be very expensive. But cool, though. But very expensive once again. Anything at Sophic is basically only generals could afford this. Only generals. So, by the way, did I tell... What was it your brother is becoming, Lola? Sergeant Major? Yeah, Lola's brother is becoming a Sergeant Major in the Army.
Congrats.
In a couple weeks. So
good for him.
Whoa, what shoots 2 D-cell batteries and how do I get one?
What?
Richard Hughes says at 762. Oh, does it shoot D-cell batteries? If there was something that shot D-cell batteries, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Be all
just blasting them out the front. Yeah.
So here's a cool weapon. I'm gonna throw this up on. Let me see. Here we go. The Back Ripper Tomahawk. My brother Anonymous sent me this. Back Ripper Tomahawk. Meet the lightest, fastest tomahawk on the market. Built for comfortable concealed carry. Yes, I said concealed carry in the waistband. Primary edge for lightning fast chops. Back Ripper blade for wrap and rip techniques. Handy hunter's hatchet for cutting through hide, flesh, and bone. And then there's a video of it here. Let's see. We'll play this video. Go ahead. This dude.
Just the way it was written sounds amazing.
Yeah, and this dude, his beard doesn't look. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I just did something wrong here. Made it go full screen. But the guy in here, I'm playing the video. This guy's beard does not look real. But I respect him. I don't know. I don't want to judge his beard. It looks too awesome to be a real beard. But he's talking about it here. Let's see. So apparently you can
that dude's beard is real.
You could put this in your pants. Look at that. He's putting it in his pants.
How does that fit?
I don't know, man. That could go wrong.
I don't think I'd be putting a tomahawk in my pants.
Yeah, that could go wrong in lots of ways. I heard tell you had a tomahawk in your pants.
Especially with that damn hook on it.
Yeah, this is very interesting, though. Oh, boy.
It shows you like how to flip it out and throw it.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting. You guys might want to check that out. The Back Ripper tomahawk.
Look how he puts it down his pant leg.
Is that a tomahawk in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?
Well.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
It's called the Back Ripper. You tell me which one it is.
No, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know if I'm carrying one in my pants. But it looks interesting. It definitely looks interesting. I can't, I can't hate on that at all, actually. Just Jafari Land says, don't slice your balls off. Yeah. No, it looks cool. That looks interesting.
At this point, I can live without my balls. It's the other things I can't live without.
Len Holt says he needs to appendix carry that thing. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting, man. I think I would have one of those, but I don't think I would conceal carry it like that, really. I would have to find another way to do it. And maybe a smaller version. I could go for a smaller version.
Tomahawk, a mini Back Ripper.
Yeah, a mini one. I actually have a mini axe somewhere here. Where is it? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Mini axe. I even have...
Oh, yep.
Oh, I gotta go this way. It's like, check it out right there. Smallest survival axe ever, yo. You think your Uzis can stand up against this?
Yeah.
How rich? No, of course. Yeah, of course they can.
With a red dot, yeah.
I'll put a red dot on that axe. The motorboater says, "Does it take Glock mags?" Yeah. Yeah, very cool. All right, listen, it's 9:00 actually. We should probably wrap this up here.
Damn.
And I forgot to. Lola said that I saw the video. Something happened to your Beretta, Babeface.
Oh yeah. You guys can go watch a video on my channel if you guys want to go see.
Yeah. So tell people about that. There you go. Boom.
This Beretta decided to break on me not that long ago. About 3 weeks ago, about a month ago. Hold on, let me see if I can make sure I get this in frame for you guys. It's on this side. So you can kind of see the thread at the middle is broken.
Mm-hmm.
I went to put my silencer on it like I normally do, and it got snug. And for dirty guns, it's normal to have carbon buildup, and you just kind of go to town and it'll go on. Didn't do that. I tightened it, and it wouldn't go either direction afterwards. I ended up taking like a pair of channel locks and I took the can apart, and where it was only the booster assembly, took channel locks to it. I took pliers. I put it in everything stuck on there. I ended up having to cut it off. Silencer Co. is sending me out a new booster. I sent this back to Beretta to have them look at fixing it. They chased the threads out and said that that's good. So long story short, I didn't get a chance to call Beretta today. I'm going to call them tomorrow when I get some time over lunch and see if they will actually replace the barrel, because I just don't trust that another thread's not going to break like that. Because it's not like I abused it. I didn't beat the gun apart. It just broke. So
yeah.
Anyways,
that's the problem with stainless. Stainless does that on threads.
Does it really? Is that a common thing?
That's why I hate stainless.
Yeah.
Because it galls, and if it gets anything in there, it'll just rip those threads out like that.
I've never. Yeah, I have a lot of suppressed guns.
I had to replace. I had a guy who had one of the Ruger Mark 3, 4, whatever the hell it was.
Mm-hmm.
Stainless gun, brand new. He had shot it once. Came in, said, "I want it threaded." Okay. Go to pull the barrel, got about halfway off, said, "Well, I guess I just bought him a brand new gun."
Did it broke at where the receiver threads onto the barrel?
No, the barrel, like you said, it screwed off halfway and then just locked up. And I knew right there, threads are gone.
That was the craziest thing. I was like, I've had cans for 5 or 6 years now, and I've never had anything like this happen.
That's stainless.
Yeah.
And it just flat broke.
Yeah. Christian Grest wants to know, Babeface, would you recommend a Beretta M9A3 with the barrel issues you've had? He still really wants to get one.
Overall, yes, because I really like this gun. I think it feels really good. It shoots really well. I would still recommend it. I'm just a little disappointed in their customer service.
It's not a stainless barrel, is it?
I have no idea. It's Cerakoted, so I don't know what's under the Cerakote. I'd have to look.
Put a magnet on it.
That's a good idea. Let's see. It sticks, so I guess it's not stainless.
It's a chrome moly barrel. It was actually the suppressor mount that caused it.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. It was the suppressor mount that caused it, not the barrel itself. And that's just the way stainless is.
So I'm hoping, my hope now is Beretta will fix me up with a new barrel.
Yeah.
It will work. It would function. Like I said in the video today, it would function. Like the thread protector goes back on, and I just don't know that I trust it. I don't know if another thread might not break at some point.
Yeah.
It would be the right thing to do if they just replace it.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm not being out of line thinking that they should replace it. Cool.
I mean, when I was at Interim, we sold piece of shit guns. I mean, Rossies. We sold the Walthers, but we saw we sold Rossies and Norenkos. I mean, they're not real high quality.
Yeah.
Something like that, we didn't even think about it. Just replace it.
Yeah, it was kind of surprising that the gunsmith was chase the threads out, took the time to chase the threads and send it back like That seems more
Yeah,
time
here you go.
Like, put a new barrel in it and send it.
I wouldn't have done it. I would have just grabbed a new barrel and put a new barrel in it, and here you go.
Cool. Yeah. All right, I'm going to call Beretta tomorrow and see about getting a new one.
Yeah. So follow up with Babeface P on YouTube for that. And what's your other social media, Patrick?
Babeface P on YouTube or baby_face P on Instagram. Posting a lot of pictures, mostly of buckshot / neckbone. And gun stuff. That's pretty much all you're going to get as of right now.
We need to get him on Twitter and on Facebook and stuff like that. You got to do it. You got to do it.
I know.
Yeah. And Richard, how about you? BWE Firearms, how can people get in touch with you, follow you, buy some of the cool stuff that you're showing?
Richard at bwefirearms.com. It's my email address. Might take me a day or so to answer, but I will answer. Website is bwefirearms.com. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and I think they're all whatever variation I have to use on those particular places of BWE Firearms.
Okay, very good. See, the old dude, Babeface, he's on.
It's on everything.
Yeah, he's
Hey, Babeface, I'm on YouTube and I'm on, what the hell's the new one? Gunstreamer?
Oh, I'm on Gunstreamer too. They back up all my files for me.
Shout out to Gunstreamer. I had to remove 3 more videos from YouTube today, so there's like 50 videos in my banned on YouTube playlist on Gunstreamer, and there's probably like 100 videos that I took off a long time ago that I need to get on putting on over there. They're just not even on. I don't think they're online anywhere, so I need to get those on there. You know what? I want to thank everyone for joining us. I want to thank Harry's Holsters. If you guys are looking for Kydex holsters, check out Harry's Holsters and use the code HankStrange. That gets you 10% off. All right. Check out BWE Firearms. There he goes with his tramp stamp.
Kydex, baby.
Yeah, tramp stamp right there. Check out Babeface P. We'll see you guys. We'll be back here tomorrow. Shout out to Walther overseas. Stay safe out there. Walther, he's going to be doing the D-Day. I think he's already over in France, probably. He's probably already over there.
France. That beach was France.
Yeah. So shout out to everyone out there. Thanks a lot for joining us, hanging out with us. I'm going to drop the end on us right now. Where is it? There we go. There goes the end. Make sure you guys subscribe, thumbs up, and ring the bell so you can be notified whenever we throw up videos here. We will see you all tomorrow. I have no idea who's coming on, but it'll be a fun show. We are out of here. See ya. We're out.
See ya.
Peace.